I do believe that life answers all the questions you have. So if your question becomes, how do I fall in love with myself? How do I become the best version of myself? And I really become that woman that I have always wanted to. You will notice that life will start answering that question for you. You will start seeing that you will attract the people and the situations that are exactly what you need in order for you to become that woman. And that woman, once again, meaning the best version of yourself. So today I want to share with you 3 things that I believe will help you embrace the woman that you are becoming, that will really help you become the best version of yourself and really fall in love with yourself. And before I even start with that, I first wanted to share with you where my journey started, how I actually started asking myself, how can I become the best version of myself? How can I be the best that I can? How can I be that confident woman that I so much want to be? And it actually all started back when I was 14 years old. I remember going on a trip with my sisters, and one of them took a book with her that was about relationships. So it was a book about how do you need to be in a relationship as a woman. And I remember reading that, but at that time I did not care about men. But for some reason, I couldn't stop reading that book. I would read it and read it and read it over and over again without stopping until I understood the reason why I was reading it. And the reason behind was because of the woman she was describing in that book. In that book, she was describing a woman that loves herself, a woman that is confident, that doesn't wonder what others are thinking of her because she's sure about herself. She doesn't play games. She just knows who she is, what she brings on the table, and that's enough for her. So when I read that, I made a promise to myself that this is how I want to be later. I genuinely took my journal back in the time and wrote down that this is the type of woman that I will be later. And my journey started there. So since that day, I have made that my main goal, to really become that best version of myself. And I do believe that we all have that potential. I do believe that we all can be that confident woman if we are committed to it. And today I want to share with you 3 things that I believe will help you become the best version of yourself, that will help you become that woman that you know you can be, that most confident version of yourself. And the first thing is that you have to see it for yourself before anyone else can. And this is so important. Why? Because when you start your journey towards becoming the best that you can, not everyone will see it for you. People will actually have a hard time seeing it for you because they are used to who you were. And so if you are trying to get their approval for who you can be, that's the best way to end up disappointed. So you do not want to do that. You want to work on you believing in yourself. You have to convince yourself that you can be that for yourself, that you can be better, and that you can be everything that you want. You have to work in you believing in yourself because people want to see if you believe in it. And if you are not convinced yet, it can be sensed from miles away. So you just want to work daily on believing in yourself, on creating that certainty that yes, you can be that for yourself, that you can be everything you have always wanted to be, and that nobody but yourself has to see it, and nobody but yourself has to approve of who you are and who you are becoming. So the second thing is that you have to work on your mindset and on your healing every single day. It has to become a priority for you. You have to make it your main goal. And the reason why is simply because the same way you would invest in someone you love, you want to invest in yourself. The more you invest in yourself, the more your value raises, the more your self-worth increases, the more you start loving yourself, the more you start becoming confident because you're investing in yourself. It makes sense. The more you invest in something, the more important it becomes to you. If you also want to take the time to heal, because if you don't, you can't be that most confident version of yourself, because you will still have those parts of yourself that are insecure. And if you do not confront yourself with your insecurities and work through them, well, it's going to be hard to be the most confident version of yourself. So you want to sit with them, you want to do the hard work, and you want to heal, and you want to get past those insecurities so that you can really be that most confident version of yourself. Now, the third thing is probably my favorite one, and it is to own who you are, to really embrace your uniqueness and to not try to be someone else. Authenticity can be felt, and if Audrey Hepburn would have tried to be a Marilyn Monroe, she would not be known for who she is today. The same way it goes in the other way around. If Marilyn Monroe would have tried to be an Audrey Hepburn, she wouldn't be known neither. And what do they have both in common? Well, they're both gorgeous, they're both charismatic, and they are both icons, but they are so completely different, and that's what makes them so unique. And the same thing goes for you and for me and for everyone in this world. We have our own background, we have our own story, our own personality, and the more you can own that, the more you can embrace that, and the more you can love that, the more confident you become and the more charismatic you become. So it really comes down to you learning who you really are deep inside, and you embracing that, and you embracing your authenticity, because once again, authenticity is something that can be felt, and you are perfect the way you are, so you want to embrace it so that you can be the most confident version of yourself. Those are the three things that I remind myself every day to become the best version of myself. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please show me some support. And also, if you have any questions or if you just want to share your thoughts with me, I would love to hear from you. That's why I'm gonna link my social media there below, and I will answer if you have any questions or if you just want to talk to me. I would love to see who is watching this. So if you have any questions or anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so humbled, and I will see you next week. Mwah! Bye!